Thokozani bogogo nabomkhulu, makhosi amakhulu, makhosi amahle. Mazini sengwayo nyamakayishi isha ngamabhebhezeli makebakangwane. Buyabe ngathi gatsheni sibalukhulu mzilikazi kamashobane cebashe kamvelo. Mpangosi ntshangase beki kandaba bovungani hlase emkhathini. Mshosho nsedimani mufukeng. Ndabezitha Marena Mshweshwe. The Great One Halia, the Great One Chinia. Vilagazi Matotsi Ramasiya Makati. Good people. Good people. My name is Gogo Mpho. I am called Nomzama, I'm called Mkanyagute. Khona yazi indaba ehlosile lana. Ngithanda ukuthi ngikhulume ngayo. Amadlozi akathanda ukuthi abantu bakipite. Uhlale nendoda engakushadile, engakulobolanga, engakhiphanga inhlawulo for ingane yakho. Ukwazi ukuthi uhlale nendoda enjalo. It's forbidden by ancestors. Kodwa ke njengoba ngithanda kusho bantu asekhaya ndabezitha. Mina I just share information ukuthi wena wenza njani ngempilo yakho wenzani. It's all in your hands. So ukukipita akuvumelekile. Idlozi lakho ngeke libusise leyo relationship, never. If uhlala nendoda kusho ukuthi wena uzishadisile, asikho sidingo sokuthi inkomo zifikiswe ekhaya kini. Asikho, because of you have not asked permission from your ancestors ukuthi na indoda nangumfazi ngifuna ukuthatha nangumfazi ngifuna ukumshada nangendoda gogo nomkhulu lo ndoda lena ithi ifuna ukungishada. Wait until your ancestors guide you accordingly, because of ukuhlala nomuntu kusasa nje wena usishadisile uzokutshela kusasa athi akaboni isidingo sokushada ngoba nihlala njeke mfazi nendoda and wehlisa isithunzi samadlozi wakho. You can't do that to yourself. You can't do that to yourself, to your dignity, because abanye abantu bathanda freebies. Kusho ukuthi wena uzohlala umenzele washini uclean ukoropa wenze noma yini, bese kusasa akalala ekhaya, akabuyi, akakuthengela igrosa, akakuhloniphi, akakulaleli, unezidingo zakho njengomfazi. Mhlambe wena uyindoda. Because I see a lot of people are doing this. I'm not criticizing your setup with people. I'm not saying your living arrangement. I'm not. And I don't feel bad, please. I know, please. They like to be sensitive. Ngisithunywa somoya ukuthi angikhulume lolu daba Nkosi yami. Ungathathi this. Please don't take it personally. Please don't take it personally, because abanye abantu I know bazothi hayi la gogo ukhuza mina. No, I'm not. Angikhuzi wena, ngiyathunywa ukuthi angenza ivideo ngikhulume kanjena just ukuqwayisa abantu ukuthi look, you can calculate your risk when uhlala nomuntu ukuthi what will benefit you. But then also that's not the option. Amadlozi akafuni, because ukuhlala nomuntu ongakushadile akubusekanga, because anything can happen to you and that person will say, I didn't call this person to come and stay with me. When uyawasha uyageza njengomfazi, and even umuntu oshadile akusho ukuthi wena uyisicila salo muntu, akusho ukuthi wena uzosebenza ngathi wena you are in ngesilungu when you are a slave. No, i-relationship, it doesn't matter. Whether uhlala nomntanakho niyasebenzisana, omunye ugeza izitsha, omunye akoropa, omunye uchangela ibala or wenza ingadi. It depends ukuthi how is your living arrangement. But if it's a child, it's not a living arrangement, because niyasebenzisana. It's not a living arrangement. Kusho ukuthi mayebona isidingo sokuthi enze something uzomtshela, but other kids are very much disciplined, and a lot of women are more disciplined, and amadoda futhi. There are very responsible men out there. Ubuya negrosa akuthengela kunikeza ikarata lakhe ukuthi uhambe uyothenga igrosa. But that's not right, because lo muntu akakokoti akazi akokoti ekhaya kini ukhipha inhlawulo nelobolo. So you can't say niphila kahle, because I know a scenario. Umuntu uhlala nendoda for isikhathi eside, unengane eziwu-3 naye, elokwamthembisa athi hayi I'll go home ngiyokokota. Yeah, 18 years ifike. Lutho bese uyamshiya uyoshada someone else when uhleli. Yeah, and then the next thing you have to contest imali, ipapgeld ukuthi lo muntu akakhokha imali, and the next thing uzokutshela ukuthi akekho sure ukuthi engane lezi ezakhe or akusizona ezakhe. It's an insult to your ancestors and your parents and yourself too, your dignity. So just be careful that when awuyenze abomasihlalisane uhlala nendoda ukipite or uhlala nomfazi ukipite uthi wena you want to save money and buy a house. Kusasa you buy a house nihlanganela, because these days the bank allows that. You can buy a joint bond with someone. Bese kusasa niyahlukana kuyaliwa, it's a problem. So do what you want to do, but understand the consequences of doing it. Because anyway, ancestors do not allow abantu abakipitayo. Abafuni. Awukwazi ukuthi uhlale nendoda uhlale nomfazi uthi when you want to save money. Nizohlala nilwa. The next thing, the guy does not respect you. Yeah. The guy does not respect you. Or yena lo mfazi akasakuhlonipha. Yeah, akasakuhlonipha, akasakuboni. Yeah, mhlambe uphelele umsebenzi and your agreement was to ukuthi nihlale nonke uzobuya late nje adakiwe, mhlambe abuya nechomi zakhe bazodla bese bashiye igodlele bazi ukuthi wena ngithi wena uphelele umsebenzi wena uwashe leze igodlele, which is totally unfair. So never put yourself in a situation where someone else has to make you a slave so that you work, because they think like they look at you as umuntu odeserve ukuthi asebenze kakhulu. Yeah, they just deserve ukuthi ahlale lapha aphuze iwine ngenzipho ezinde kakhulu. When you do everything, it is not fair. Emotionally, spiritual, it's scarring. It's scarring and you might not see this, but there's a long-term effects to umuntu okwabizo ukuthi when you think you'll be making peace, doing things because you think it will work out. Never. You can never change ingqondo yalo muntu o-abusive. Can never. So don't sit nomuntu uthi kuzolunga kuzochange. Do not. Especially when you see the signs of abuse, of intimidation, molestation, ukubandlululo. When you see someone treating you like wena, yeah, ungakhohlwi ukuthi wena usebenzi. Yeah, I expected ukuthi ngithole ukorope kwazi wenzi washing I-need. When a person can issue that kind of statements to you, you must know that lalela. Yeah, kunzima. So it's important that whatever that you want to do, allow isintu ukuthi kusisetshenziswe, because it is there for a reason. The other people, they feel like inhlawulo nelobolo ayibalekile, but the consequences of not allowing your ancestors and your family into your relationship in terms of traditional customs that needs to be observed and rituals, your ancestors do not ababusisi lo msebenzi. Ya ungahlala naye bese umuntu akhona uzokutshela ukuthi hayi wena sozishadisile mos, so there's no need for me to go ngekhaya kini ngiyokokota. And amadoda ahlalisa abantu isikhathi eside bazokutshela ukuthi wena ungijahile mos, ngithelinda. Wena uyaguga, besides ukuguga kwazi ukuthi uhlale nomuntu isikhathi eside wena uloku wenza ama-washing uclean u-iron. Yeah, I can't, and I'm not going to correct myself for this because of khona omunye uthi gogo ngihlala nomuntu but this person does not show any progress. Akathembisi nje, I don't see prosperity in this kind of relationship. Ngibona nje an abuse, but they've been staying together for years. So kuyamangaza ukuthi ikhona manje asho ukuthi yena uyabona ukuthi akho mehluko wena kade ahlele nale ndoda. So don't do it, do not do it, because abantu bathanda ukuthatha i-advantage bese wena uyahamba uyomthola endaweni ukuthi wenzani and wena uyona iphoyisa uzohamba ugada indoda ugada umfazi utshela ukuthi hayi lo wenzani. So for you to be free uphile impilo yakho, wait for this person ukuthi akhiphele inhlawulo and lobolo, because if you do not allow the processes of isintu, rituals, customs, traditions of zesiZulu, it doesn't matter ukuthi wena what is your tradition, Motswana or Sotho or whichever not nationality, whichever language you speak, you can't allow to be abused like that, because ezinye izinto mase kumoshakela ukwazi ukuthi ulungise indaba yakhona, because the person can clearly say yeah but I can't, they can't, anginayo imali, ngitshele ngathi anginayo imali. And when you decide to move out, the person will say, oh, so angilahla manje because kade hlala nonke. Kanti to start with, it was not even right. So this person uzokutshela the way wena wakusize ngakhona wena manje usucanga ukuthi umlahle kanti idlozi, especially when unamadlozi, but everybody else has itongo or idlozi or both of them, because everybody has got a guardian angel. If wena uyingane yedlozi yohlala niyohlala nicabana lila ngoba amadlozi wakho will not allow you to be happy. Uzohlala nje umuncu ubona ukuthi hayi la khona nani yakhona nilwa right through. Yeah, niyacabana nje niyalwa and abanye abantu bayakwazi ukuthi bakuphendukele. Abanye abantu bayakwazi ukuthi bakuphendukele akutshele ukuthi angikubizanga. We had an agreement but sengathi sengikhathele. And abantu bakhona mesebona ukuthi ucede ngawe unempendulo edinayo. Yawuphendulesho noma yini. I normally tell people that I'm not a marriage counselor. I can't tell you what to do with your relationship. And if your ancestors, if your ancestors bakuthumelelana ukuthi ngizokusiza bakithi, don't ask me to intervene. Don't ask me to intervene because of lapho izongihlula. It's not my place. It's not my place to tell you. And angifuni vele, angifuni, because other people uyazazi ukuthi yena nkinga vele. Yeah. Bese ufuna ukuthi mina ngene kwindaba yakhe azongitshela ukuthi yena wenzani contributing more than the other person, but kwenzakalani. And if uhlala nomuntu, don't count how much you are contributing. Angithi wenze isivumelano. So, and wazile kahle kamhlophe ukuthi you are not supposed to stay with that person. So don't come and tell me ukuthi when you're contributing A, B, C, D, lo muntu contributing only A portion. You had an agreement together. So don't bring excuses when you had an agreement and go complain to other people that one of this person go in. But you have been staying together for years. You know that lo muntu akaholi imali anele, but you chose to take that person uhlale naye ukumsiza utshengisa uthando. Now don't come up with excuses and say, hey, but lo muntu akasakuzi uyamlawula wenzani. Akusisona isilwane. Awumfuwanga ngithi umuntu akafuyiwe anyway. So because you want to overpower ingane yabantu, wena ufuna ukuthi umcindezele ucanga ukuthi akanomlomo, bese uthi wena you're contributing more, you doing this, you earning more money, yena uhola amasente lawa aholayo incane kabi le mali ayiholayo. So when you're doing much, who asked you because you had an agreement with him or her. So if you feel like when ukhathele, don't bring excuses to the table and say yena lo muntu akasakhokha imali yanele, awusayibona ukuthi wenzani ngemali yakhe, but uqale wahlala naye wazi ukuthi lo muntu imali yakhe encane, umboleka imoto yakho. I can't do wrong boleka umuntu imoto yakho as long as you had an agreement. That's why mina ngithi idlozi alifuni into yokukipita, ukuhlala nendoda uhlala nomfazi ukipita bese kusasa wena you want advices ukuthi but this person akasangisiza, akasangikhulumisi, uyathula kanti wena uyamthethisa, wena uyamhlaza phambi kwengane zakho or ingane zakhe. So don't do it. And uma ubona ukuthi sokhathele kuumuntu umtshele ukuthi hayi azi ingane yakithi bengithi nje asihlukane sisi ngokuthula nje. Because if you feel like when you are tired of staying with someone, don't bring excuses. Just zikhulule nawe umtshele ukuthi hayazini hayi ngicabanga ukuthi lolu daba sizobuya sihlangane futhi. Because if you lie and lie sizoceda wena, because of other people they will bring excuses ukuthi hayi umuntu akangishadi ngithembisile ngibuya kumshado sisihlangane ngoba sithe sizoshada, but it's been many years, kwenzakalani wena sowukhathele ukuhlala naye akayenzi lutho uhola imali encane, uhlangane naye kahle wazile kahle kamhlophe ukuthi lo muntu akahola imali anele. Now you want to bring up all the stupid excuses to say that awuyiboni lento yenzayo ngamali, but you met the person angaholi. Now ufuna ukumbandlulula ngoba uzizwa ukuthi wena right, kwanele uzizwa ngathi hayi wena usakwazi ukuthi ubhekezele lo muntu. Tell them the truth that look ngathi manje this, because abanye abantu bathanda ukucomplain ngabantu, but uyena othatha ingane zabantu athi wozohlala nami. Don't abuse ingane zabantu. Do not abuse them because of you made the decision to take the person and stay with them. Wazi kahle ukuthi amadlozi akho akafuna ukuthi uhlale nendoda ukukipita and usanda ukubuya kumshado. I'm not giving advice in terms of abantu basanda kuphuma kumshado ukuthi they mustn't have arrangements ukuhlala nabantu. I'm not saying that. It's your business, quite frankly, but I'm saying Don't come up with excuses ukuthi umuntu lona wenzani akahlanganisa imali yakhe awuyiboni ukuthi wenzani ngayo ufuna ukumcontrol. But ucale wazi kahle ukuthi lo muntu uhola imali encane wamsiza bowufuna ukumsiza ngithi into enhle kakhulu leyo. And nami futhi ngiyakuncoma ukusiza abanye abantu, but if your ancestors do not allow you ukuthi uhlale nomuntu, do not do it. Niyohlala nicabana njalo nilwa nihlala kuzohlala kuliwa. And when you'll ask yourself ukuthi kanti kwenzakalani, kanti your ancestors do not allow, abafuni futhi wena bafuna ukuthi wena uhlale wena wedwa ngoba wena ukwazi ukuhlala nengane zabantu. And uthola ukuthi there's many reasons lana, because uthola ukuthi wena unekhehla, leli khehla linesikhwele kabi. Awukalihlambululi lesizwe, awukahlambululi isithunywa sakho. So it's many issues because of idlozi lakho alijabulile ukuthi wena uhlala nendoda engakuhlawulanga, engakhiphela ngilobolo. Also awukahlawuli, not ukuhlawula, awukagezi, awukahlambululi isithunywa sakho nedlozi. Yeah. So all these things will cause your ancestors to be very angry and pissed off with you ukuthi wena uyazenzela, you'll have no peace. Niyohlala nilwa verbally, physically, niyolwa in front of kids. And umuntu one idlozi elihlala lithukuthela, uzohlala njalo wena uthuka ingane yabantu umthuka bese lo muntu akakhulumi, and wena uzomtshela ukuthi uyena unenkinga bese uhamba utshela abantu ukuthi wena you bring all the money, you doing this. Don't tell me, because awukwazi ukuthi wena unalo ilungelo lokuthi uhlale nengane yabantu bese wena uyama-abuser because you bringing a lot of money. You had an agreement together ukuthi nizohlalisana, kodwa idlozi lona ukipita alifuni, akwandi.